Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to Breslov Research Seminar, Parshat Teitzei. Well, this is a week power-packed with many laws. Every couple of lines you have a different set of laws throughout the entire Parsha. It's really an amazing Parsha. And let's see if we could glean something for our own selves. Starts off, Ki Teitzei la milchama alevecha. If you go out against your enemy, v'reisa b'shivya esha shifastoa, and you find a woman. All right, Rashi explains, Medrash, Lo dibra toida ela keneged yetzer hara. What happens, you go into battle and you find you're not only battling your enemy, your physical male enemy, man-to-man combat, whatever it may be, you're actually fighting an additional enemy, the Yetzer Hara, who tells you, well, there's a couple of women here, let's be a little loose, God forbid, let's do a few things, right? You're in battle. The heat of battle does a lot of things to people. Rabbi Nachman, Rabbi Nosson, they always talk about this. When a person wants to serve Hashem, he's going out to battle. When a person wants to serve Hashem, he's got to take all the strength that he has and channel it in the right direction. And you know something? As soon as you start channeling it in the right direction, something else comes up. Did you ever have that in life? Right? Something else comes up. Something else is always there to disturb you, to challenge you, to knock you off course and whatnot. Right? Mostly, it's in the area of immorality, which is why the Torah starts off with these kind of laws. But it's not just immorality, it's also business. Business is a battle. You want to do the right thing, you want to be honest, right? And Rabbi Nachman has a lesson 280 in the first part of the Likutei Moharan where he speaks about going out to business is going out to battle, right? And there are so many temptations in the office, outside the office, on the telephone, with other people, with clients, with contracts. It's a battle. It's a battle royale. It's something that's really fierce and intense, and you have to think, because every step is a judgment. Every step you're making a judgment here. This is what it's going to be. Is it right? Is it wrong? So when you go out to battle, right, you have to learn the parameters of battle. You may fall. You may do something wrong or immoral. But catch yourself. The Torah tells you if you want to take an extra woman into captivity, take her. But be careful. Put her on the side. Don't look at her. Don't check her out. Don't be involved. And this means not just a woman, but it means anything that you're involved with, right? If it's business, put it aside, let it sit, let it wait for a minute. You know the story of the golden calf? Remember it? What happened? The Jews came with the Erev, the mixed multitude. They came to Aaron, and they said, here's gold, make us a golden calf. The Torah tells us, this is in Exodus 32, Torah tells us that Aaron took the gold from them and he threw it into the fire in order to make it form into a golden calf. And it happened. The golden calf was made. But the Zohar teaches us an amazing thing. It says, had Aaron taken the gold and instead of throwing it right away into the furnace, he would have thrown it down on the floor and then picked it up and thrown it into the furnace, then the golden calf never would have been made. Right? Why? Because he paused. He paused. He did something. No, I don't want to jump into this. I'm in the middle. I'm in the thick of it. It's working out, but I got to sit back and think about it. I have to withhold temptation for just a few moments. Just a few moments. I don't have to be so righteous as I'm this guy, I'm that guy. No, but hold yourself back. You're in the thick of battle, right? Right? When you have your enemy right in front of you, don't wait. Stick the sword in him. Throw the gun at him. Do what you can. Win your battle. But if you have a moment to pause, then pause. This is what the Torah is telling us. The golden calf never would have been made had Aharon thrown the gold on the floor first and then picked it up and thrown it into the furnace. And it's the same with us. Every single time we get involved, sometimes you notice that when you get into something, you become obsessed, or it possesses you. You're obsessed with it, it possesses you, and it doesn't give you time to think. No, Rabbi Nachman's suggestion is think. Put it down, wait a minute, pause, hold on, let me give that little prayer to Hashem. Hashem, help me. Help me do the right thing. So this is beginning of the Parsha. And then Torah goes on and tells us that, well, if you take the moral step and you do marry the woman that you've taken in battle, it means that you don't have absolute control. You've taken her, right? You're going to have children. And you're going to see in the children the difference. This is what the Torah tells us. When something is done for the sake of heaven, someone gets married for the sake of heaven, somebody takes a step for the sake of heaven, so then things go more or less right. But if a person does something which is not morally correct, then there's going to be a payback somewhere down the line. There's going to be a payback. Here the Torah tells us, this is the way Rashi explains it, that the actions that you've done will have bearing on your children too. When you have children, they're very perceptive. And they're so perceptive, they see every little chink in your armor. When you're not feeling well, when you're acting abysmally to your family, to others, kids notice it. That's what they pick up. And that's what will guide them the rest of their life. So the Torah is telling you from the beginning, know that every day it's a battle. Every day you have to be honest. Every day you have to be moral. Every day you have to be good. You have to try and do it. But yet more important is you have to be able to get that kind of a feeling so that your children feel, yeah, they may feel you're in a battle, but they see how you're watching it. They see how you're guarding it. They see how you take care of yourself. And that's what makes them grow into what we call mention. That's what they become mensch. They become a proper person, a good person, a fine person, all because of you. You did the right thing, they have learned to do the right thing. So God willing, this will help us with this week's Parsha to understand Teitzei lamalchoma alevecha, when you go out to battle. And the Parsha ends up talking about battle, the battle against Amalek. Amalek is subterfuge, Amalek is philosophy, Amalek is evil, Amalek is immorality, Amalek is gluttony, Amalek is avarice, Amalek is arrogance, it's anger. Anything bad in the world that you can think of, that parallels Amalek. Or Amalek parallels that evil thing. Right? The Torah is telling you, don't forget. Torah starts off this week's Parsha with a battle, and it ends off the Parsha with remembering what Amalek did to you. May Hashem help that we merit to go through the battle safely, right? Some people are wounded in battle. We don't have to be that. We can make it happen, and God willing, it'll happen that way, and we'll defeat Amalek and all our enemies and become good, right, upright, just people. Amen v'amen.